been going all the time. Just keep on going. I've been going all the time, Just going. I thank God for the strength and the courage He has given to me to go. Just going. Why? I just love to go. I just feel I have to go. I have to keep doing it until I die or until God move me, whatever. But I just feel like going. It's a part of my DNA. Time and again. So we're talking here about confession. You see, the confession does produce, the confession that produces godly finances. And we are going to that. I thank God for the way He has treated me with money, how God has kept me with money and everything. Money keep on coming in, triple, always keep on falling in. That's because God chooses to have it falling in. Money always keep on falling in, all the time. Money don't stop falling by me, always keep on coming. Little, big, small, medium, keep on coming. As God's way of having His child bless. You're never lacking, you're not lacking, All day go through a tough time. He makes sure you are fully have it coming in on a consistent basis. I thank God for all those who choose to be a part of what we are doing here today. And God is a God of wealth. I know, but God is a God of wealth. You have wealth, and if you have God, He may just swing some by you. He may just give you some inheritance, give you some way He might get wealth to you, some way as He wants to. All right, talking about confession, the power, I said last night, the power of the spoken word. I say word like a key, If it's spoken right, it opens doors. If it's spoken wrong, it locks doors. I thank God no door is locked at me. I always use the words to keep doors open. I said last time, words have power. Words has power when it is connected to God. And whenever words connect to God, it have power. Once you keep God's word in your mouth and everything, power. I want to talk tonight about words. Words you can use to get in, and words you can use to get out. There are words I have used, it got me into trouble. There are things I say got me in a lot of trouble many times. I found it out in my life. There are things I say to people, everything, that get me in a lot of trouble. And I had to use those same words to get out. So there are words you can use to get into trouble, and the same word you use to get out, or you had to find words to get out of trouble. But there are words you can use to get in, and words you can use to get out. See, many of times we say things that has no confession. We say things, right, to ourselves and to people, and it is not a confession, it's a statement. But it's not in a way that produce any kind of good things or right things. You say it have no life, right? We use statements that have no life. I am trying my best not to use statements that have no life. So we have to be very careful of these words, because many of times we say things that has no confession. So those words cannot work for confession, because it must be conjoined in a kind of family language that can use God, that can make God available in it. If you can say things that God is available in your words, scriptural words, it brings you in a place now that where that statement can be used as a confession to bring things to you. So those words that just use flying words, they don't work. And we can find ourselves in trouble. I have done that many times. And I have to use some words to get out. We're talking here about confession, right? Talk about confessing does produce godly finances, right? Now, I want you all to read this story again in Luke chapter 15, verse 11, 32. It's a story. It's a very good story. In your spare time, read that story. It's about a father and a son. You know? And you have to read that story in Luke 15, 11, 32, that assignment. You will see confession there that get you in and get you out. But let me just share a couple of verses. In Luke 15, verse 11, this man had two sons, right? An older one, a younger one. The younger one said, Daddy, he said, sometimes we have to watch what we are saying. Because if what you are saying does not really work, it can get you into trouble and you have to fix it to get out. He said, Daddy. He said to his father. So he have his mindset. Give me what portion of goods that belongs to me. So he could not wait on his father to divide the goods between the family before he died as inheritance. He said, Daddy, I can't wait for you to die. So give me my portion now. He said that, not the father. So the father obeyed the boy and do the calculations, and he gave the boy his portion. That is verse 12. Luke 15, verse 12. He said, watch what you are saying. Watch what you are saying. Right? Verse 13. It says, not many days after the guy, he took all that he got and he moved out. So he get what his father, what he asked for, he said he wanted. And he got what he asked his father for, like many of us. He said, you're talking here, words that can get you in and words that can get you out. This word, the boy said, give me what belongs to me. That, I want to know if that is a confession. So that's assignment to you all. Good. Read that chapter good. And from verse 13, not many days after, he took all that he had and he moved on. You know? But he wasted all his substance with wrong living. So what he said, he got what he said. But what he got, he wasted. Well, read me here. What the young boy said, he got what he said. But he wasted what he got because he did not understand inheritance, didn't understand the God kind of finance or the God kind of wealth. When you don't understand the God kind of wealth, you could get greedy. You could end up being stupid and want it now. You can't wait. You hurry to excel. You know? But he said that to his father. Now, why he may say his father is wrong, but the father would give a young boy all that money. But the young boy get all that money, he get everything, and he wasted in wrong living. So you could say something that you feel is right now, but that could get you in some serious trouble down the road. You can make a decision now and you get out of your father's house. You get into where you want to. You get out of where you want to go, but then it's serious trouble down the road. That is why you're very careful what you say and who you say it to. Because sometimes you're saying things thinking you're right, and that could get you into serious trouble down the road next couple of years. Can you all feel me tonight, young people? Feel me tonight. It's a young boy. Daddy, give me what belongs to me now. You know? And verse 15 says, not many days after. What he says work to get into the life, living the fast life, the quick life, the hurry life. He said that to get into the freedom life. Many of us want to be free, but you can't handle freedom. Many of us want to be free, but if you know what it takes to be free, you will slow down and wait until God gives you the right timing. So he said that to get into the world, he wanted the world system so bad, and he got in there and crashed. Not many days. And he wastes all that money on living, worldly living. So sometimes it could be in God, and your mind have the world concept in it, and you can't wait to get out there. You want to do things and say things to get into it. And when you get into it, it's trouble. You know? Read that chapter, good. Powerful chapter. I know that from a long time. He said, is that a confession? Is that a confession he made? He said. He used his mouth. Daddy. In verse 17, the same chapter. And when he came to himself, the same young boy outside there eating pig pen, he eat pig food, he work with thieves, he crash, he sleep at old gong, people's house. He live all kind of dirty life. And he came to himself. Now, how does young boy came to himself? He came to himself because he lost himself. Many of us can lose ourselves by making decisions, and we could end up losing ourselves. So he find back himself. So, and he said to himself, he started to talk to himself now. So I want to give you a little tip now, but self-confession. There are times I just talk to myself. Say, Carl, how you get into this? Carl, why you did that? Carl, why you say that? Carl, why you go there? Carl, why you went there? Carl, why you give that? Carl, why you feel so? And sometimes you need to come to yourself. But to come to yourself, you have to lose yourself. I lost myself so much time. There are times I lost myself and I can't even find myself, but I find God. when you find God, you can find yourself. Verse 17. And when he came to himself, he said again, to who? He spoke to himself. He said, how many servants my father has, and I am here hungry. I here hungry. I here hungry. I leave my father's house. I here hungry. I broke. I disgusted. He started to talk to himself. The same word he used to get out, he have to find a way to use that word to get back in. But to get back in sometimes, you have to come to yourself. And when you come to yourself, you have an opportunity right now, to know what to do to get God's attention. Verse 17, when he came to himself, he said, hey, my father has so much. My father has servants who just live happy and nice. Again, and I out there hungry. Sometimes people will leave a good place and find a better place, but that better place is a temporary place, and you have to talk to yourself. It happened to me at the age of 13 years old. I left my parents' home at the age of 13. It's the worst thing I ever do. To leave home at 13 years old. And it took God to find me. I couldn't say find God. But to crash my car and make me whole again. How many servants my father have, he says. And I'm here hungry. Talking here, word can get you in and can get you out. So the word he used, he get in the world. We want the world system. We want that. We want to be like them and we want to be like them. We want the world system. When they get in there right now and they get lost in the world, you have to come to yourself. When it came to himself, he said, how many servants my father have? I outside here hungry. Verse 18, he says, I will arise and I will go to my fathers. So he started to talk to himself. Sometimes you need to confess to yourself, like me, how I get into this, how I have done it, how I reached there, why I travel there, why am I in this? And he get up and he left. He said, I'm going back to my father. He said, and he came back to his father. And he comes and said, Daddy, hey, Daddy, I broke, Daddy, I shipwrecked, Daddy, I'm out of it, Daddy, I crashed. The same word he used to get into the world system is the same word he had to use to get out. And when the world traps you and you come to yourself, it'll come right back to where you left all the inheritance. And I pray that you all will wait on God. And I pray that many of us, as we go looking for godly finance, looking for houses and cars, land and business and things, we will be very careful that we don't go after things and cause us to lose ourselves. Stay with God. Stay with God. Stay with God. Make a mistake in God. Go wrong in God. Because He will always keep you. When you leave God, you have to find yourself. thank God I've never left him. Under 38 years, I stick with God. I do all sorts of foolish things, traveling the world. But what I did, I stay with God. You know, people, whatever you do, stay with God. Stay with God. If you don't stay with God, you'll end up talking to yourself, and the same word you used to get out, the same word you have to use to get back in. Carl Meade here. Remember, on Monday, the holiday, everybody will be at our Center of Excellence. I asked everybody to try and be there for 1 o'clock. We are going to support Dr. Jogi with his requirement and pray for the nation. I don't know if that will work because God didn't tell me to pray, but I'm going to join them, because if I don't go, they're going to say I'm divided and not united. So I want to take all who could go with me, and let's go up together for 3-4 hours, and let's see what they're doing. And I think next month they're going to Moruga. We have a 3 maxis going as well. It's a movement, not a event. So let's try and plan. Talk to your family, your friend, and let's go Center of Excellence on Monday, the holiday. God bless you. Remember this, the same word used to get out, to get into the world, same word you can use to get in there. Carl Meade here. See you tomorrow night.